The Elisabeth Fritzl story.
On August 28, 1984, 18-year-old Elisabeth Fritzl went missing. After her disappearance, her mother Rosemary filed a missing persons report. For weeks there was no word from Elisabeth, and out of nowhere a letter arrived from Elisabeth claiming she is tired of her family and run away. Her father Josef told policemen who came to the house that he had no idea where she would go, but that she likely joined a religious cult. But the truth was that Josef Fritzl knew exactly where his daughter was about 20 feet below where the police officer was standing. On August 28, 1984, Josef called his daughter Elisabeth to climb down the stairs into the cellar and help him fix the door. As soon as it was on the hinges, he swung it open, forcing Elisabeth inside and knocking her unconscious with an ether-soaked towel. For the next 24 years, the inside of the dirt-walled cellar would be the only thing Elisabeth Fritzl would see. Her father would lie to her mother and the police, feeding them stories about how she ran away and joined a cult. As far as Elisabeth was concerned, Josef was a monster. At the minimum, he would visit her in the basement 3 times a week. Usually, it was every day. The nightly visits he had begun when she was just 11 years old. 2 years into her captivity, Elisabeth became pregnant, though she miscarried 10 weeks into the pregnancy. In August of 1988, a baby girl named Kirsten was born. 2 years later, another baby was born, a boy named Stefan. Kirsten and Stefan remained in the cellar with their mother. Elisabeth attempted to teach them with the rudimentary education she herself had, and give them the most normal life she could under her horrific circumstances. 3 were taken upstairs to live with Rosemary and Josef. However, in 2008, one of the children in the cellar fell ill. Elisabeth begged her father to allow her 19-year-old daughter Kirsten to get medical attention. He removed Kirsten from the cellar and called an ambulance, claiming that he had a note from Kirsten's mother explaining her condition. For a week, police questioned Kirsten and asked the public for any information on her family. Naturally, no one came forward as there was no family to speak of. The police eventually grew suspicious of Josef and reopened the investigation into Elisabeth Fritzl's disappearance. April 26, 2008, he released Elisabeth from the cellar for the first time in 24 years. Elisabeth rushed to the hospital to see her daughter, where hospital staff alerted police to her suspicious arrival. That night, she was taken into custody to be questioned about her daughter's illness and her father's story. She explained that her father kept her in a basement and that she bore 7 children. She explained that Josef was the father of all 7 of them, and that he would come down during the night, make her watch pornographic films, and then rape her. She explained that he'd been abusing her ever since she was 11. The police arrested Josef Fritzl that night. After the arrest, the children in the cellar were also released. Rosemary had allegedly known nothing about the events taking place right under her feet, and Josef. Today, Elisabeth Fritzl lives under a new identity in a secret Austrian village known only as Village X. The home is under constant CCTV surveillance and police patrol every corner. The family doesn't allow interviews anywhere within their walls and decline to give any themselves.